Let me come in. Yeah, I actually forgot. Spain is also one of those countries that will accept you and family. Spain also accept families. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking to you, there is a student who also wanted to move with the family, but she later changed her mind. And yeah, she was supposed to apply for the visa, but the school informed us that it's good for her to apply for February instead, because it's always good to submit visa application 2 to 3 months before yeah, you go for their appointment, right? And sometimes when you book an appointment, it also takes time for them to give you. So that will be pushed for next semester. Now for Spain, like I said, I already talked about it, so go and get your IELTS. Very important. You may also have a school in Spain without the IELTS. Now it's only possible if you are applying for a private institution, because most public universities in Spain only teach half degree programs in the Spanish language. You understand? So Spain also accepts family, and if you want to move to Spain, then you have to budget. After paying your tuition fee, you still need proof of funds, and the proof of funds for you is going to be 8,700, no, 8,400 euros. Yeah, and this money must not be bulk deposit. They need to be sure that the account is yours. And how can the account be yours? If you do deposit slowly at intervals, right? And you also do withdrawals, the account is running actively. Not like you just push it towards the time you want to apply for visa, because they are going to check all of that. So build the account slowly. And yeah, that is the proof of funds for the student. And for the accompanying family members, for this accompany the first person who is the accompanying family member, it has to be half of that 8,400 euros. Is it 8,700 or 400? I will verify again. But the second person is half of the proof of funds of the first person. Then for the baby, the proof of funds for the baby is half of the money of the second person. This is how Spain operate. Yeah. So this is what, and the total money should be in the student account, the account owned by the student at the time of the application. Sorry? It must be in the applicant's account. It has to be there. Mhm. If the account is a joint account, it means both the spouse and the both husband and wife can withdraw money from it. Not so. Then in this case, you have to get a document from the bank to prove that the account is a joint account, and this document has to be notarized and legally certified. It has to be like that. And then you get the bank statement and get any document that needs to be gotten from the bank to prove the account is legitimately owned by the two of you, and any of you can access the account at any point in time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So your own account is a joint account with that of your wife? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this advice I'm giving to you, take this advice seriously. Prepare and sit for this exam. Otherwise, you might cry when it's January next year. I'm just giving you an advice. Because why did I say so? Most of the schools I noticed last time that were not requesting for IELTS exam, most of them are now insisting on getting it. Now, this is for Europe. It's possible that you can get into United States, right, or even Canada without this IELTS exam. But what is the use of the IELTS exam? It is to give these people assurance that you can actually understand the language. You understand? Yeah, you can actually understand the language. So language is not your problem. They shouldn't bother about it. But You can get admission, especially in Spain, in most private schools without the IELTS exam. Yes. But what will happen at the embassy? That is the question. Before going to the embassy, you need to prepare yourself fully because it's not like the Netherlands. You are only going there because your visa had already been approved, right? Yeah, because your visa will be approved from the Netherlands. But for Spain, you have to go for an interview. When you are going for an interview, you have to prepare differently. It is different from countries that do not ask for interviews. This is what you should know. It's important. Yeah. But if you still choose not to do that, then that is fine. You'll have to down put in and follow up to see if you can get admissions without the English proficiency. Maybe they can give you an English exams to follow up online or something like that. But I always think deep. What if you get admissions and you go to the visa stage and the visa officer start complicating life for you? How is it going to look like? That is where my focus is always at. It's not about getting admissions. Yeah. So for me, I like prevention. That they always say prevention is better than cure. I always like to be intact so I don't start getting complications. You get. But if you still choose that, that is fine. I hope you understand now. Mhm. Yeah, spouse have a right to work, but you as a family moving now, while looking at Spain, also be looking at bigger economies that are better than Spain. Because you are not just moving, you are moving now to raise a family somewhere. You will not move again and later on you start moving. Spain is a good place, but looking at other places, right, among the two I just gave you here, they should be more bigger economies than Spain, right? Because for me, immigration is not about moving and working. I am looking beyond that when it comes to immigration. But of course, you can always work as a family in Spain. And yeah, but looking at job possibilities, prospects, it's definitely still going to be difficult because you know Spain is not the standard of the other countries. No country is perfect. Just enter somewhere, build your life, and you start from somewhere. I am only here to give advice, you know. Mhm. 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 Okay. Mhm.